Meanwhile, tucked down towards that gap between long on and mid wicket, and they come back for a couple of runs. Mixed over there, a wicket coming, but going for some runs as well. Karan Casey. End of the penultimate over. PNG 177 for 9.
Keep on pumping and winning. Get charged. That is what you want to be. Get charged.
XH Simplifying Technology.
Sure, it's going to be Sandeep Lamichhane to continue and finish his quota of 10 overs. Remember, this is the last over of the PNG innings. They just have one wicket to pick. Nepal, meanwhile, 6 deliveries for PNG. That was up in the air. Slight misfill, allowing them a single.
Yes, that was a leading edge and just fell in front of the fielder at point. Singles won't hurt Nepal. Even if they give 6 runs in this over, they'll be happy. More reverse sweep comes in from Vare. They're looking for the second. Through at the non-striking end. And that's given. Well, that was a suicidal run. Shouldn't have taken that. They had 4 more deliveries to go after this. But now, this first innings will come to an end. So a run out. And that has been the story of this first innings. A lot of run-outs. PNG have managed to get to 178. 3 run-outs in this innings. They'll also get that 1 run that they took on that delivery before being run out. That's not added to the total yet. So 179 will be the final score once that scoreboard is updated. Rashid. Nepal, advantage Nepal in the first innings.
Well, certainly looks like it. They have done the hard work with the ball. Remember, they lost the toss. PNG winning the toss and coming in to bat first. They've gotten 179 on the board, but it was a brilliant effort in the field with the ball by Nepal. Those 3 run-outs, some brilliant catches, helping the cause and restricting PNG to 179.
That's the batting card for PNG. The openers, they started off well. It was a good partnership between Tony Ura and Kipling Toriga. And then there was a small partnership with Hiri Hiri as well. The middle order just couldn't fire for PNG. And when that happens, when you lose a lot of wickets in the middle overs, you can't take off in the death. Chad Soper for 9, Riley for 9. Norman Vanua for 14, and with the help of 8 extras, they've managed to get to 179.
Look at the bowling card. Sompal Kami has been was wonderful with the ball, picked up a couple of wickets. So did Dipendra Singh Airi. I think he was that man who went through his overs really quickly, putting pressure on PNG, Karan Casey and Sandeep Lamichhane, along with Kushal Malla, picking up a wicket apiece. It was a good effort, very disciplined bowling, just giving away 8 extras and restricting PNG to 179. Well, it's going to be an interesting run chase. We'll be back in a short while. Please join us after a few minutes.
Hello and welcome back to ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2, supported by Dream 11. It's the game between PNG and Nepal. In the first innings, PNG batting have done decently well, I would say. Nepal needs 180 runs from 300 balls, and Nepal in that second innings will feel that they can get to that total. They should be very confident coming out to bat in the second innings because their bowlers have done really well, restricting PNG to 179. Tony Ura top scoring for PNG with 39 of 51. Useful contributions coming in from Hiri Hiri. He scored 31 and 26 from Kipling Doriga. The bowling from Nepal has been exceptional. They've kept things really tight in that first innings, and most of the bowlers were very successful. Sompal Kami getting 2 wickets, a wicket for Karan and for Sandeep Lamichhane as well. 2 wickets for Dipendra Singh Airi, who bowled economically in the middle overs and also made sure that the pressure was always on PNG. The 2 umpires walking out in tandem together. It's a team effort from the 2 umpires, and just the right time to introduce my teammate. It's Rashid in the comm box. Rashid, welcome.
Good afternoon, Shoaib. Thank you. We'll have an interesting chase on our hands. Nepal requiring 180 runs in the allotted 50 overs. They've done a very good job with the ball, restricting PNG to under par total, I would feel. That's the PNG team in a huddle. Discussing the last bit of strategies. The captain Asad Wallah doing most of the talking there, trying to motivate his troops. And that's what you need as a team. You need to unite together.
And the 2 openers for Nepal walk out, Asif Sheikh and Kushal Bhurtel. Both of them are very classy, very elegant, very stylish. Have been scoring runs for Nepal at the top of the order. They've persisted with this opening pair, and it has reaped a lot of benefits for Nepal. They'll be banking on their expertise, their talent, their skill to get to a good solid start in the 10 overs. The first 10 overs, the power play overs, will be very crucial for Nepal to get to a good start.
Absolutely, the first few overs are always important in any format. Sema Kamia, he's got the new ball in his hand. He'll be bowling to Kushal Bhurtel. Well, once these 2 get going, if Kushal Bhurtel and Asif Sheikh can get going for Nepal, it'll get slightly easier for the batters to follow. And we know as the ball gets softer, it becomes slightly more difficult to score runs. And yesterday we did see Nepal come out with intent, although they lost a few wickets in the middle, but the intent was visible till the end. Even Sandeep Lamichhane coming at number 11 was having a go. And that's the kind of mindset you require as a team. You always need to be positive. Meanwhile, for PNG, Sema Kamia and the other bowlers to follow would want to get those early inroads in. He wants the start of play now. That's a good delivery. And the ring finger is raised. That is not a good start for Nepal, but exactly the start PNG wanted.
Well, look at the celebration. They know it means a lot. They needed an early breakthrough, and they've got it right on ball number 1. It is Sema Kamia who has given them the early breakthrough, and it's the danger man, Kushal Burtel, who's found right in front. You could see that his non-striking partner, Asif Sheikh, was disappointed with that effort from Burtel, because he felt
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई always stylish, cool and confident.
Pro style for my man.
That's the wicket again. Oh yes. Pitching in line, impact in line, wickets hitting according to me and according to the umpire as well. New man in, Gyanendra Malla. Down the leg side and has been called a wide. Rightly so, the first runs on the board for Nepal.
Yeah, PNG getting that first wicket. And now slightly wavered. Sema Kamia. Well, what a good delivery to start. Up top. Kushal Burtel just walking across his stumps. And when the ball was impacting the pad, you could see that leg stump was visible, which probably made it slightly easier for the umpire. Meanwhile, that one is left alone by Gyanendra. So this is a very good start for PNG. This is the dream start. They wanted an early wicket, and they've got it in the form of Kushal Burtel. Sema Kamia bowling a brilliant delivery. Didn't try to overdo it. Bowling stump to stump. Getting rewarded for that. Meanwhile, for Nepal, it's going to be consolidation. Oh, brilliant delivery once again. Just missing the outside edge. This is superb bowling from Sema Kamia.
Outstanding. This is outstanding bowling from Kamia. Just the right start, just the right length, some serious pace on that delivery, and Gyanendra was beaten all ends up.
Not sure if that was a superb delivery initially coming into the right-hander and then seaming and going away from him. These are the kind of deliveries that gets you wickets. And tell you what, that one was really, really close to that outside edge. If I was PNG, I would probably get another slip in, put a lot more pressure.
Down the leg side again. Wide signaled. Yes, the idea has to be to take wickets. The only way they can win this game is by taking wickets. Nepal, if they play those 50 overs, they'll get to 180. So this initial outburst has to be their top priority. They have to get wickets earlier on so that the pressure is always on Nepal. Nicely bowled again, and Gyanendra is off the mark. Good looking defensive shot there.
Yeah, those are the first runs of the bat. Settling for a single. And that'll bring Asif Sheikh to face a steaming Sema Kamia. He's got his tail up with that first wicket on the first delivery of the innings. But I just feel that Sema Kamia is just trying too hard sometimes. Not being patient with the away swingers, and then that delivery that comes into the right-hander, that should be his surprise delivery. But he's already tried to bowl that a couple of times. This one coming into the right-hander once again. Well kept out by Asif Sheikh.
Yes, Sema, he is predominantly a bowler who gets the ball in to the right-hander. The odd ball just seams once it pitches off the wicket and then straightens up. So the idea is right from Sema to attack the stumps, but what happens is sometimes you are trying too much to get that ball to finish on the stumps, and that's when you go down the leg side. There is some movement in the air for Sema, and that is going to be a big plus for him. End of the over, the first one. They've got a wicket in that. It's 3 for 1.
Get charged, keep a pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
XH Simplified Technology.
So it's Chad Soper to bowl from Dubai Sports City end. That's the field setting for him. A slip in place, a short covers in the catching position. The mid-off and mid-on are well inside the 30-yard circle, which is good, and a short mid-wicket as well. So the fielders in front of the batter are all close to avoid the batters from taking a single. First ball, outside off, lets it go, Gyanendra Malla. He's one of those experienced batters.
Yeah, and they would require all the experience to be used in this game for Nepal. They've gotten themselves into a slight bit of problem by losing that early wicket of Kushal Purtel. But we know that they have a strong batting lineup. A few good batters to follow. They'll have to stitch a partnership together. They're not chasing a huge total, and they can afford to eat up a few dot balls. And once again, good delivery by Chad. Outside that off-side channel. Taking it away from the right-hander.
He has maintained that line outside off stump, Chad Soper. Well, nicely played in the gap. Gyanendra Malla will get a couple of runs. Looks confident. He's one of the most senior members in the side, so you expect him to perform. Hasn't had a great run in the tournament since he's landed in the UAE, but he'll want to change that.
And what better opportunity to do it today? A very important day for his team. And while slightly wider, expecting it to be called as a wide, but the umpire doesn't agree. Well, Shoaib, I think it's just important for Nepal to not go inside that box and contain themselves by blocking too many deliveries. They'll have to make sure they come out with a positive intent. Although they've lost that early wicket, it's very important that once they get used to the conditions, they start rotating strike, which will help them. Meanwhile, that's the end of over number 2. Nepal 5 for 1.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश कुल एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट
Pro Style for my man.
Nicely punch again by Gyanendra. He's got that in the gap. They get 2 more. He's looking good today. And for Nepal, it will be important that he stays there. In fact, it was Asif who's played that shot. He gets off the mark with those 2 runs. Both of them have looked good on the offside, Rashid. And for a fact, we know Asif. He's played some flashy drives, some glorious cut shots as well on the offside. Very strong. Enjoys playing in that area.
Absolutely. Both of these batters are good players of medium pace bowlers. They like the ball to come onto the bat. And we just saw a lovely punch off the back foot of the bat of Asif. Didn't try to overhit that. And that's important early on with the new ball moving around. You can't just force the shots, you just have to place them. And once you get that timing right, you get full value for your shots. Meanwhile, defended once again. And this is good from Asif. This is what Nepal require. They need to make sure they keep rotating strike at every opportunity. Convert those singles into doubles. As a side, as a unit, chasing a total, you don't want to eat up too many dot balls. That just adds up to the pressure. And you let the bowlers settle down. Meanwhile, Fuller delivery. Tries to bowl that Yorker, just getting it, missing it by a few inches. Low full toss was offered to Gyanendra. Lucky there, I feel, Sima. That could have easily gone to the boundary. Shoaib, what do you reckon what the approach should be from Nepal? They don't have a huge total to chase down.
Well, one thing is for sure, it will be different from what the approach was yesterday.
Behind
They
every
don't have a huge total to chase down.
Well, one thing is for sure, it will be different from what...
Yeah, that's a good point. They need to make sure they have wickets in hand. But the problem is that sometimes you just eat up too many dot balls and then you add that pressure. And if you don't get going after facing 30-35 deliveries, you lose your wicket. Then it creates that added pressure on the batters to follow. We'll talk about this in a while. 3 overs done at the moment. Nepal 8 for 1.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
Chad to continue. Appeal. Appeal height, says the umpire. Mr. Hannibal. That was definitely height. So a good appeal from Chad Soper and the wicketkeeper. I think it's Tony Ura today behind the gloves, behind the stumps. In fact, it's Hilavare with the gloves. Nicely fielded.
Yeah, this is a very positive move from PNG. The wicketkeeper Hilavare coming on up to the stumps, not allowing the batters to use the crease to negate that swing Chad Soper is getting, and putting that added bit of pressure on the batsman when you know that the fielder is on your head. You know, another good delivery, but this time it's been played superbly in the gap. The timing perfect. The chase for the fielder who's done superb to keep it inside the boundary line. Superb cricket all around. A good delivery, a good shot, and some good bit of fielding.
Yes, as you mentioned, good cricket, good ball, even better shot, and this is great effort. Didn't give up. And a very, very good save. Excellent fielding from Hiri Hiri to save some runs for his side. And that is what you need, Rashid. That is what a team needs when they're defending a low total. They have to save every run. Hiri Hiri on your screens right now. And Akbar Ali just checking with him. I think that was a splendid effort from Hiri Hiri.
Most certainly, this is what you require as a team when you're defending a low total. You need to cover it up with good fielding, good bowling. Meanwhile, a good-looking shot. It was on the pads, not trying to overhit that once again, and settling down for a couple of runs. This is good cricket from Nepal. They're on the move.
Yes, playing on the merit of the ball, that is what the Nepal batters are doing, not trying too much. They know they will get a few deliveries where they'll be able to score runs.
This one guided towards third man, picking up a single. This is good from Nepal. They're making sure they're rotating strike. End of the over, 4 done. Nepal 14 for 1.
XH Simplified Technology.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
$14 for 1 after 4. Sema continues.
This is good bowling from Sema. Not afraid to pitch the ball up to the right-hander. He's getting the ball to move into him. Just trying to sneak that gap between bat and pad. That's a good strategy. They need wickets, and you'll have to be slightly more aggressive in your approach. You'll have to take that risk. Meanwhile, those two batters out there for Nepal, Gyanendra and Mohammad Asif, they have a lot of experience behind them. They provide that solid start up top. Although they have lost that wicket of Kushal Burtel, who is a natural hitter of the ball, likes to go after the bowlers. That was a slight setback for Nepal.
$14 for 1. 3 dot balls on the trot. Sema applying pressure. And the fielders are inside the circle as well. So this is good captaincy from Asadwala. Well, there's one thing that is certain here, and that's all the three sides, UAE, Nepal and PNG, they have been very, very accurate in their fielding. They've been very agile. They've been on the money. They've given their everything. And we have seen some high quality, top class, world class fielding in this league.
Most certainly. This one up in the air, and you were talking about the fielding, and what an effort. The square leg fielder picking that catch inches off the ground. Another wicket down for Nepal. This is troublesome.
Well, what an effort. Another blinder of a catch. It was flicked and flicked well. And that was a spectacular catch from the fielder there. It was Riley Hekure who's taken that catch and has sent Gyanendra back to the dugout. Sema gets his second wicket. And Nepal now are 14 for 2.
भनिन्छ नि नानीदेखि लागेको बानी मेरो पनि एउटा बानी थियो जे पनि बचत गरिहाले बिस्तारै यो बानी स्वभाव बन्दै गयो बाबालाई पनि बैंकमा खातै खोल्दिनु पर्ने भयो अनि त महिनाभरिमा खुत्रुके भरायो बाबासँग बैंक गएर जम्मा गरायो समयसँगै हुर्किदै गयो बचत पनि थरी चिन्न लाग्यो जिन्दगी न हो सधैँ किन एकनास हुन्थ्यो र तर पनि मन ढुक्क हुन्थ्यो किनकि मेरो खाता थियो नोबेल बैंकमा मेरो बाबादेखि मेरी छोरी सानी सबैलाई सरेको छ मेरो जस्तै बानी
तपाईको नोबेल बैंकमा खाता छ कि छैन त
नोबेल बैंक सँगै अघि
Wicket number 2 down for Nepal. It's not looking good as of now. PNG have started off well.
Unbelievable is the right word for that catch. What an effort here. You're rightly pointing out the fielding of the sides. We'll discuss that in the next over. It's the end of 5. A very successful wicket maiden for Sema and Team PNG. Nepal 14 for the loss of 2 wickets.
$14 for 2. Chad Soper continues. Leading edge. And that's been played towards backward point. Sema cleans that up. Coming all the way from the deep third region. Meanwhile, they take 2. As the new man in for Nepal, replacing Gyanendra Malla, is Bhim Sharki. He's been drafted into the playing 11 today.
Absolutely, this is very good bowling by PNG. Once again, right on the stumps. Solidly defended that one, Asif Sheikh. Now he's got a job on his hand. He is the senior partner in this partnership. He would want to consolidate along with his partner, Bhim Sharkey. He's been given the opportunity to come in and display his talent. Meanwhile, Chad superb. Oh, brilliant delivery once again, beating that outside edge. Well, these PNG bowlers are on top of Nepal. They're not letting them off the hook.
Of the pads. They take a run. Chad Soper has been bowling well with the new ball. We saw him bowl in the middle overs for PNG, but he's done exceptionally well with the new ball as well. Has kept things really tight. Hasn't given away a lot. Nepal 16 for 2. Asif Sheikh. Plays it with straight hands and plays it straight back to the bowler, Chad.
Once again outside the off stump and left alone by Asif Sheikh. With that, it's the end of over number 6. Nepal 17 for 2.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
XH Simplified Technology.
$17 for 2 as Sema continues. Asif on strike. Oh, beautiful shot. Excellent timing on that one. Chase for Hiri Hiri. And he tries it again. Has he saved it cleanly is the question. But that was another splendid effort from him. He is so quick to get to that ball.
Well, absolutely amazing. A valiant effort. That was a very good shot. Timed superbly. Hit towards that longer part of the ground. And Hiri, he had to cover a lot of ground. Gave in that extra effort right at the end. And a brilliant effort once again. This is just superb from him.
Well, he saved another boundary. He saved another run. Has been electrifying in the field. Meanwhile, Bhim Sharkey, early days for him in his ODI career. 21 years of age. Just his third game. Has scored 43 runs so far. High score of 26. At number 4 for Nepal. And what a time this is to come out to bat. Played on the back foot, on the up, but finds the fielder.
Well, you're right. This is the right opportunity for the youngster. This is what defines you as a player and sets you going early on in your career. If you can get good starts, good runs for your team, that helps you in the longer run. But now, he just needs to make sure he stays in there with his partner Asif Sheikh, who's a very talented cricketer himself. Solidly defended. His technique looks top class.
Well, in the ODI format, like I said, it's early days for him. But the 2 innings that he has played, his strike rate is 116. So he does like to score runs quickly. It'll be interesting to see how he approaches this run chase, because this demands a different style of play. How well can he handle the pressure? Looks compact, Bhim.
Well, not really. Didn't take the handle of the bat. That's what we initially thought here. But it's come off the helmet. So compulsory concussion test coming up. What a good delivery to surprise the batter there.
That was the young Bhim Sharkey. Let's look at that in the replay. Yes, he will be going through the concussion test. We'll bring that replay after.
There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
Helmet. And Bhim Sharkey. Well, that opened his eyes.
Well, that was a well-directed, sharp bouncer. And that was the first that he bowled. So, even more credit, because normally you need some time to get your short balls correct. The first one might get a little wayward, and that was just the perfect bouncer that you would want to bowl. It's a bowling change. Norman Vanua comes in to bowl. And starts off with a good delivery outside.
That's a very good delivery. Norman Varua. He's got decent pace behind him. Very rhythmic. And that release point high. Meanwhile, a very good shot played by Asif Sheikh. He's strong off his pads and they're coming back for the third run. This is good running between the wickets. Good cricket overall. This is what Nepal require. They just need to make sure they don't let the new bowlers come in to settle down. They'll just have to go for their shots and make sure they rotate strike constantly. This is the first time Bhim Sharkey is on strike after facing that surprise sharp bouncer from Sema Kamia.
Yes, and he's yet to get off the mark. He's played 8 deliveries. There's no urgency whatsoever. But as a batter who's just got a game, you would want to get that first run on the board besides your name. That is a big relief. A no ball signaled. Norman oversteps. Bhim plays it straight to the mid-wicket fielder. But it's going to be a free hit now. And Bhim will love to get off the mark on this delivery.
Well, what better opportunity to get off your mark than getting a free hit. This will be interesting to see. We do know he likes to go after the bowlers. It'll be important to see how he plays this free hit ball.
Short ball pulled. Oh, a misfield. They fielded so well. Until now, he's got some hands onto it. And the ball doesn't have the legs to go all the way. But more importantly for Nepal, there's a loud cheer from the crowd because they know that Bhim has gotten off the mark. He's got 3 runs.
A rare misfield there. Just probably, well, it's Riley, the man who took that splendid catch early on. So you can't blame him. Probably that awkward bounce right in front of him. And well, this is good from Nepal, putting pressure on the new bowler who's been brought into the attack, Norman Varua. And that's the way they need to approach the game. They'll have to make sure they put the bad deliveries away, keep rotating strike, stitch a partnership, complement each other out in the middle. Once you start doing that, that target would look slightly easier. Meanwhile, another good effort in the field. That was timed really well. Looked pleasing to the eye. Asif Sheikh playing that cover drive. And the fielder getting a hand to that, stopping a few runs for his team.
It was Sesebao, the man, with that fielding effort. Nicely driven straight to the captain Asadwala at mid-off. So end of the over for Norman. It's 28 for 2.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
XH Simplified Technology.
Played off the pads as Riley Hekura comes into bowl. His first over and the first delivery on the pads.
Well, sure, I feel this is good from PNG, giving a rest to their faster bowlers, not overdoing it. Remember, this is a 50-over game, and they'll have to come back probably for the second and third spell when the situation arises. Meanwhile, I think this is good from Nepal. They're trying to make sure they rotate strike. Bhim Sharkey. Well, he has used up a few deliveries, 12 of them. But they can afford to do that. They don't have a very big total on the board, which they need to chase down. Once again, guided that to short backward point. No chance of a run.
Yes, it's early jitters, early nerves for Bhim. That will settle the more time he spends out there in the middle. The better he'll get. Looks like a very compact batter. Has shown us some good foot movement as well. I could see him just signaling his partner that the ball just took off the deck, so there is some uneven bounce. It's not an easy wicket, and it will get a little more slower as the day progresses. As the ball gets older, you will see run scoring getting a little more difficult. End of the over, just 1 run off it. 9 gone, 20.
Free, let some kilo. अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई always stylish, cool and confident.
Pro style for my man.
Someone behind the side screen, and hence Mohammad Asif was not. Vanua down the leg, not a great collect from the keeper Hilavare, and some athletic fielding at the boundary ropes. That was Sema, who's made sure the ball doesn't cross the ropes again. Let's look at that. Missed by the batter, missed by the keeper, and Sema putting in the hard yards, covering a lot of ground and then diving to his left, keeping the ball inside. Very, very well done, Sema Kamia. In fact, the entire PNG team has been on the money with their fielding.
And this is a good approach from Nepal as well, Shoaib. Asif Sheikh, he's the main architect, mainstay of this team at the moment. He's got the bulk of the runs, 16 of them. PNG need to make sure they don't give away too many extras. And another good delivery. Was played around the corner towards fine leg. And to pick up a single. It's going to be Beam Sharkey on strike. And he's had a slight bit of struggle so far. Hasn't been able to pick up those singles at will. You know, a lot of noise being made by the crowd supporting the Nepalese team. Down the leg side once again. And white signal by the umpire. But this is where PNG needs to slightly improve their game. They can't let off too many extras. Remember, they did get a slightly below par total initially, and now with these extras coming in, that'll make it even more difficult for them to defend. Well, that one is defended by Beam Sharkey. Asif Sheikh would have to keep a calm head. He can't allow the pressure to creep up on him because of his partner at the other end, who's not able to rotate strike so far. But it's early days for Beam Sharkey. Meanwhile, PNG at the moment are in control of this game. They are the ones dictating terms. Once again, good delivery. not allowing Bhim Sharkey to rotate strike. The pressure being applied. Once again, solidly defended. End of a good over from Norman, barring those wides. 10 done. Nepal 34 for 2.
Blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
Riley Hekure continues, gave away just one run in the previous over. And that is what we'll be seeing a lot, Rashid. A lot of dot balls, a lot of overs that are silent overs, not many runs coming in. PNG won't mind that, because that is just going to put some pressure on Nepal. Every over that they don't score runs is going to pile up some pressure on the batters. Bhim especially has played 20 deliveries for his 3 runs. Has looked solid, but will have to start rotating the strike at some time.
Absolutely, and that time has to be soon. He can't let too much pressure creep up to Asif Sheikh. Another good delivery. Well, this has been very good from PNG. They're not allowing any width whatsoever to Asif Sheikh, who enjoyed playing those cover drives and the on drives. Now it's been very, very straight.
That means they have done their homework. They've seen, they've observed, they've made notes on where and how Asif bats, and accordingly they've set plans. They're keeping it on the stumps each and every time. And they've managed to keep Asif silent. He's not gone berserk. He's not launched a flurry of boundaries. He has been very sedate in his innings so far.
Yeah, they've managed to keep him quiet. And the reason, obviously, they lost 2 early wickets. Meanwhile, another good delivery from Riley. This is not so good from Bhim. Bhim Sharkey. Another dot ball to end the over. Now it's 11 done. Nepal 35 for 2.
XH Simplified Technology.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
That there is a dip in that run chase from Nepal. They'll have to get that up. Early days in the innings, it's just 11 overs, but that goes to tell that they have slowed down significantly in the last few overs. It's the captain, Asadullah Wala, who comes in to bowl. He's got his hand onto it, but they'll still manage to get a run. Asif on the non-striking end now. And it's going to be Bhim to face spin for the first time in this game.
Well, this is a very interesting move by Asadwala to bring himself on. The ball was breaking in the first innings for Nepal. And now it'll be important to see how it does for PNG and Asadwala. That was a brilliant delivery. Good length. PNG can apply a lot more pressure on Bhim Sharkey. And this is a single taken by Bhim Sharkey down the ground. Now he'll have to do that slightly more oftenly. Good delivery once again. This is good from Asad. He's building up the pressure, enticing the batter to go for the big hit. Once again played straight back to Asadwala, who's going through the motion of his overs very quickly, not taking too much time. Meanwhile, a huge crowd in. And once again, good delivery to end the over. With the crowd enjoying the game. 12 overs done. 37 for the loss of 2.
Another run for Bhim. That brings Asif on strike. It's Riley to continue. They need 143 more runs to win.
This is good bowling from Riley. Not allowing width to Asif Sheikh. Once again defending. PNG bowling in, putting in some good efforts. Not allowing those easy singles. So now it's important for Asif Sheikh, because he's used up so many deliveries. He's been in the middle for a while now. He needs to make sure that he keeps going for Nepal. Both these batters are doing a wonderful job for Nepal, making sure they stick in the middle.
Just one run of this over and 3 dot balls on the trot. That goes to tell you that it's not an easy wicket to bat if you bowl in the right areas. And Asif and Bhim are very cautious. They've made sure they're not going to lose any more wickets. They'll want to take this game deep. Just one run off it. 5 deliveries bowled by Riley. Are they looking for 2? No, they'll just settle with that single. So 2 more runs added to the total in this over. After 13, it's 39 for 2.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
XH Simplified Technology.
Asadwala to continue. Oh, that was a good effort. A valiant effort. But couldn't stop that single from being taken. Asif Sheikh. Rotating strike, bringing Bhim Sharki, his partner, to face the next few deliveries from Asadul.
Interesting field there. A silly mid-on in place just to cut that single that were taken in his overs. I like this fielding. I like this thinking from Asadwala. Beats the outside edge again. Bhim playing for the turn. Ball turn not turning as much as he expected it to.
Well, this is very good bowling from Asadwala. Now he's going to bowl that off-break ball coming into the right-hander. Will entice him to go for that drive down the ground. And he's got that field set for that kind of a shot. He plays slightly in the air. And that fielder comes into picture. Oh, brilliant delivery. Takes the outside edge. Should have had a slip there. They have to take wickets. They need to show a bit of aggression. He's playing with the field. He needs to make sure that he gets more aggressive.
I think the slip was the need of the hour. The way he was batting, the way he was missing the ball would have been nice to have a slip in place. But another good over in progress from Asadwala, the captain of PNG. Dot ball to end the over. 14 gone, 41 for 2.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश कुल एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट
Pro Style for my man.
Going to be Hakure to continue. Played it late, played it towards the deep third. A single taken. The run rate, the current run rate is less than 3. The required is almost touching 4. When they started, it was a lot lesser. The required. It's creeped up now. And it's mostly because of the way Bhim has approached the innings. He's looking solid, but he's also playing a lot of dot balls. Asif, on the other hand, he's making sure that he keeps rotating the strike on a regular basis. It will have to be Bhim now to do just that. Try, at least have the intent of looking and taking those singles.
Absolutely. And the only reason they're not letting that pressure come up to them too much is because they don't have a big total to chase. Another 20, 25, 30 runs from PNG. And this kind of a batting would have probably created more problems for them. Meanwhile, like you mentioned, this is very good from PNG. They're putting in that extra effort with the ball and in the field as well. Oh, brilliant delivery once again. That has missed everything and everybody in the process. The keeper missing it as well. Silavare. But how lucky is Bhim?
Well, Riley has been unlucky. Bhim has been very lucky. That ball just missed the stumps, the off stump by a whisker. And when that happens, that's when the keeper is most confused. He doesn't go to collect the ball, and in the process misses it. 2 byes, but Riley wouldn't mind that. That's much better from Bhim, just opening the face of the bat at the last moment and getting to the non-striking end.
Yeah, this is good. This is what they require. He needs to play it with a lot more confidence. And the process, even if he plays a dot ball, it has to be with confidence. It has to have that intent. Meanwhile, good solid drive down the ground. Midon does the cleanup. No chance of a run. 15 done. Nepal 46 for the loss of 2.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
Wala also bowling well. I think he's going to continue from the Dubai Sports City end. And now he's got a slip in place. No silly mid on, but there is a mid wicket which is very straight to cut that single off.
This is very good bowling. Asad Wala is pitching it in the right areas.
Rashid, what do you think of the innings so far from Bhim? The way he's batted. 8 of 34. Oh, is it taken? Yes, it has been taken. That is a very good catch. It was a low catch, and Asadullah Wala, the captain, has been awarded for his disciplined line and length. Bhim Sharkey is walking back.
Well, that ball spun sharply, and Bhim Sharkey going on to the back foot. Managed to just play it back to the bowler Asad Wala, taking a brilliant catch. This was a struggling innings from Bhim, which has finally come to an end. He wasn't able to rotate strike and got a lot of pressure on himself. He's gone after scoring 8 of 35 deliveries. The 3rd wicket down for Nepal with the score at 46.
XH Simplified Technology.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
Again, that catch of very good catch from Asad. He kept his eye ball in his follow through as well. After bowling the ball, you're always Rohit Podel. What a time to come out to bat as a captain. What a time to come out to bat as a captain. And he's bowling according to what the pitch has to offer. He's bowling it close to the stumps and making the ball turn slower in the air.
Absolutely, he's using the conditions superbly well. Another good thing he's doing is he's got 6 fielders in that 30-yard circle, so not allowing those easy singles. Now he's got a change. Moving that square leg fielder deep at the boundary line. Probably expecting Rohit to play that sweep shot. Bowling it ever so slightly. He's got good variation. Asadwala bowls that top spinner and then one that breaks into the right hander.
A wicket maiden for the captain of PNG, Asadullah Wala, getting that third wicket. It's 16 gone. Time for drinks. Not yet.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
भनिन्छ नि नानीदेखि लागेको बानी मेरो पनि एउटा बानी थियो जे पनि बचत गरिहाले बिस्तारै यो बानी स्वभाव बन्दै गयो बाबालाई पनि ब्याङ्कमा खातै खोलिदिनु पर्ने भयो अनि त महिनाभरिमा खुत्रुके भरायो बाबासँग ब्याङ्क गएर जम्मा गरायो समयसँगै हुर्किँदै गयो बचत पनि थरी चिन्न लाग्यो जिन्दगी न हो सधैँ किन एकनास हुन्थ्यो र तर पनि मन ढुक्क हुन्थ्यो किनकि मेरो खाता थियो नबेल ब्याङ्कमा मेरो बाबादेखि मेरी छोरी सानी सबैलाई सरेको छ मेरो जस्तै बानी
तपाईको नबिल ब्याङ्कमा खाता छ कि छैन त
नबेल ब्याङ्क सँगै अघि
Yeah, that's been the picture so far from PNG. They have put in a very good effort. Make sure they bowl a lot of dot balls. Riley bowling to the new man, the captain of Nepal, Rohit Kumar Podal. See a lot of support from the Nepal crowd backing their team to go all the way. The equation at the moment is 133 more runs required of 201 deliveries. They've got two of the more experienced batter in the middle for Nepal, the captain Rohit Podal and Asif Sheikh. Slightly shorter. This guided off the hips towards that fine leg where they pick up a single. Rohit Kumar off the mark with that single. It's been a decent over so far. Just 2 runs off it. And the approach from Nepal has been slightly defensive so far. Down the leg side, and the question asked once again. That was brilliantly done behind the stumps by Hilavare. But in the process, that was a wide ball down the leg side.
Yes, definitely got everyone excited. Hilavare. Down the leg, very well collected though. That's a great collect. Never easy. It's more of reflexes than anything else. Very well done. Oh, beautifully placed in the gap. Again, towards the bigger part of the boundary. 2 more runs added to the total, and that brings the 50 up for Nepal. They've lost 3 wickets in the process, but they'll still believe that they can get to that total. They've bowled well, they just need to apply themselves here and try and get to that total. 129 more needed. Hits straight back, hits the stumps at the non-striking end. And that's the end of the over. 17 gone, 51 for 3.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
XH Signifying Technology. XH Signifying Technology.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश cool and confident.
Pro Style for my man.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
भनिन्छ नि नानीदेखि लागेको बानी मेरो पनि एउटा बानी थियो जे पनि बचत गरिहाल्ने बिस्तारै यो बानी स्वभाव बन्दै गयो बाबालाई पनि ब्याङ्कमा खातै खोलिदिनु पर्ने भयो अनि त महिनाभरिमा कुत्रुके भरायो बाबासँग ब्याङ्क गएर जम्मा गरायो समयसँगै हुर्किँदै गयो बचत पनि थरी चिन्न लाग्यो जिन्दगी न हो सधैँ किन एकनास हुन्थ्यो र तर पनि मन ढुक्क हुन्थ्यो किनकि मेरो खाता थियो नोबेल ब्याङ्कमा मेरो बाबादेखि मेरी छोरी सानी सबैलाई सरेको छ मेरो जस्तै बानी
तपाईको नबिल ब्याङ्कमा खाता छ कि छैन त
नोबेल ब्याङ्क सँगै अघि
XH Signifying Technology.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश cool and confident.
Pro Style for my man.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
XH Signifying Technology.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you want.
खिलाएको बानी मेरो पनि एउटा बानी थियो जे पनि बचत गरिहाल्ने बिस्तारै यो बानी स्वभाव बन्दै गयो बाबालाई पनि ब्याङ्कमा खातै खोलिदिनु पर्ने भयो अनि दिनभरिमा कुत्रुके भरायो बाबासँग ब्याङ्क गएर जम्मा गरायो समयसँगै हुर्किँदै गयो बचत पनि थरी चिन्न
Well, they were in a similar kind of situation yesterday against UAE as well. They had ample balls to chase down that total. Meanwhile, Asad Wallah to continue and straight away after the drinks break. And we have seen it. That important wicket of the captain, Rohit Kumar Patel.
charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
आकर्षक ब्यागमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई always stylish, cool and confident.
Pro Style for my
Hilavari knew immediately that it was towards that run chase. That's a good shot from Asif. He's the only man who's looked untroubled, who's looked in good touch, and who's looked comfortable out there in the middle.
Oh, absolutely. That has been bowled brilliantly. What a delivery. Asad Wala. He's throwing bombs at them. And they have no clue what to do. Arif Sheikh, the latest victim.
Well, there's a storm here at Dubai International Stadium and it's called Asad Wala. He is just steamrolling. Some beautiful bowling from the captain of PNG. And it is Arif Sheikh whose stay in the middle is a very short one. He's out for 1 in 2 deliveries. It's 53 for 5.
XH Signifying Technology.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
Nicely played. First up, showing some intent, some aggression. That's the wicket again. Just playing for the turn, missing it completely, Arif. And sound of timber. 18 gone, 53 for 5.
XH Signifying Technology.
Nicely played. It's Dipendra Singh Airi, the new man, who is going to give company to Asif. Nepal again faltering in this run chase. It's a low scoring game. 180 on the board, but this wicket looks a difficult wicket to bat on. You need to apply yourselves. Asif is doing that, but the others haven't been able to do it. Nicely clipped off the pads. Gets a single Asif. They've still got some batting left. They've got Kushal Mala yet to come. Played with soft hands, Dipendra Singh. Well, yes, Asadullah Wala has been taking wickets from the other end, but you need to give credit to Riley and the way he's bowled. Riley Hekura. Who's bowled some really tight lines. Oh, beautiful fielding. Again, just very athletic from PNG, diving to his left. They are made to work really hard for every run here, Nepal. And PNG have come out with such self-belief and confidence that it is making lives difficult for the Nepal batters. Look at that. He fell down and just stood up back again in a matter of a second, and that's what you need. 100% commitment from each and every one out there, playing for their side, playing for their nation, playing for their colleagues. When you play as a side, you do wonders. Another good over from Riley Hekure. It's 54 for 5.
Asadullah to continue. He's been the man for PNG, the captain leading from front. What a brilliant over. He bowled the last one. Got a couple of wickets. And once again, just bowling such a beautiful line. Not allowing the batters to just rotate strike even.
Yes, Asif Sheikh, he's showing how to bat in these conditions.
When he done, Nepal 55 for the loss of 5.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
XH Simplified Technology.
Riley to continue. Starts off with a good delivery. This has been very good from PNG. They haven't allowed any easy runs. Meanwhile, that has been played. A fielder underneath, but that's gone all the way. The timing was superb on that one. That will break the shackles. Asif Sheikh, he's been there for a while now. And he's picked up that delivery, deposited that over mid-wicket for a much-needed 6. This will ease down the pressure quite a bit on the Nepalese batters. Meanwhile, that was a good follow-up delivery. Rali Akura following that slightly shorter length delivery, almost carried to the short mid-wicket fielder. Once again, good delivery, and this time smart cricket, sensible cricket from Asif Sheikh. After getting those half a dozen runs, rotating strike.
.62 for 5. That was a good hit by Asif. That's 6. Eight runs in this over. Courtesy that big hit from Asif Sheikh. And that's the dot ball to end the over. 21 overs bowled. It's 63 for 5.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश कुल and confident.
Pro style for my man.
Played down the ground for a single. Clipped off the pads. Two runs taken. That's good running between the wickets. Will release some pressure. One more run. This time they can't take that run. It was a good approach from Dipendra and Asif. Since they've come together, they have been very busy. 4 runs already in the over, 1 dot ball. Just playing it with soft hands Dipendra Singh Irie, he too is taking his time out there in the middle. 2 runs to his name of 11 deliveries. Another single to end the over. 22 gone, it's 68 for 5.
Blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
Played on the back foot again, Dipendra. It's Sesebao, the new bowler. Riley Hakura, after being hit for a 6, has been taken off the attack. And I don't think it's a bad idea because they were settling well against him. It's just a surprise. Sesebao bowls very similar to Asadwala, orthodox off-spinner, getting some turn off the wicket as well.
Yeah, this is a very good move by Asadwala. We did see that there is spin in the wicket. The ball does break sharply. And a good delivery can certainly buy him a wicket. Meanwhile, this has been slightly better from Nepal, especially Dipendra. Asif was settled down. He was already scoring most of the runs. That's a rare bad delivery. Hit towards the covers. No protection there. And Dipendra Singh gets his first boundary.
This is the time to build an innings, build a partnership. That was a good shot from the bat of Dipendra Singh Irie. Tad bit full from Sesebao, and that was enough for Dipendra to play it towards extra covers for 4. Similar delivery. This time just opening the face of the bat. Finds the fielder. Oh, big appeal. And it is given. Missed on that occasion. Dipendra was not in any control to play that shot. Just falling all over it. And the ball thudding to the pads. Easy decision for the umpire. Another wicket falls. Dipendra Singh Irie. It's a wicket number 6 for Nepal.
Well, that change working for PNG. Sesebao slowing it down. And well, that was right in front of the wickets. Impact in line. The wickets, well, they were hitting. Dipendra Singh Irie loses his wicket after hitting that beautiful boundary. Gone after scoring 8 of 16. Nepal in a spot of bother. 6 down with 74 on the board.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई always stylish, cool and confident.
Pro style for my man.
And as you mentioned, Asif Sheikh, he's the lone fighter for them. It seems like he's playing on a different wicket altogether. Now he's been joined by Kushal Malla, who's been superb yesterday. Timed the ball really well. Was full of intent. And made sure that he went for his shots. That's what is required for Nepal, that positive approach. Meanwhile, this is a good move to reintroduce Chad Sopper, who's on the verge of bowling a maiden over. And also, Nepal need to keep a lookout for that number of deliveries left for the chase. The equation at the moment, 106 of 157 deliveries. That gap is thinning with every dot ball. And, well, on a wicket like this, if you have to chase 6 and over with just 2 or 3 wickets in hand, sometimes it just get difficult. Dot ball to end the over. 24 done. 74 for the loss of 6.
Fuller delivery from Sesebao to Kushal Malla. Now this is going to be interesting. We saw how Kushal enjoys batting against the spinners. He likes to play his shots. How does he approach now? It's a different situation altogether. Can he be a little cautious? Can he adapt to the situation?
Yeah, he does like to go after the spinners, but the slight difference today is yesterday he had those left arm spinners and the leg spinners. Meanwhile, today it's going to be the off-break bowlers who are going to operate in front of him. Sesi Bao at the moment, and from the other end it can be Asadullah Valla, who's been the pick of the bowlers so far for PNG, doing a wonderful job going through that middle order of Nepal. Meanwhile, Asif Sheikh, he needs to continue. He needs to have that self-belief. Oh, that was a Yorker length delivery from an off-spinner, dug out by Asif Sheikh.
That was well played by Asif. Was very watchful and made sure he got his bat down in time. Wanted to play and tuck it away towards square leg. Couldn't get it. Asif. Last ball of this over. Just one run of it. He gets another. Nicely played straight down the ground towards long on. So 25 overs have been bowled. Nepal at the halfway mark in this innings are 76 for 6.
XH Signifying Technology.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
It's Chad Soper bowling his fifth. 104 from here on in 150 balls. That the overs that they've left with is not a concern at all for Nepal. They've got all the time in the world to get to that total. The concern has been the wickets. The middle order collapsing again for the second time in consecutive days tells you that they just haven't been able to settle themselves in. And when I say that, I mean not just playing dot balls, but also showing some positive intent. Like that, Asif, he's always looking to take those singles. He's never tried to block the ball dead in front of him. Even on that occasion, he whipped it, tried to get a single, and that is what you need.
Yeah, for me, it feels like he's a player who's made sure that he waits for those probably loose deliveries, and then once he gets them, he doesn't let go. He tries to attack on those deliveries. Well, it's going to be Kushal Malla to face Shad Soper for the first time. Well, we know he's a busy cricketer, so we'll be seeing quite a few shots from his blade. Well, that's whipped down towards square leg for an easy single. This is good. This is good from Nepal. This is what they require. They need the batters to rotate strike. Once again, drill down the ground, straight to mid-on. Wanted to go for the single, but rightly denied. End of the over. 2 runs coming off it. 26 done. Nepal 78 for the loss of 6.
XH Signifying Technology.
Keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
Change of ends for Asad Wala. He's coming in from that far end, also known as the Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed end. It's named after the highway right behind the stadium. Oh, that's a brilliant delivery. The inside edge saving him. That was a very, very good delivery by Asadullah Wala. And it was that man, Kaushal Malla, on strike. Let's have a look once again. Oh, yeah, that would have been close. Oh, slightly quicker. Malla wanted to go after him. Doesn't get the connection he wanted. And they pick up an easy single. Well, Kushal Malla and Asif Sheikh right in the middle. Asif Sheikh has been doing a wonderful job so far. He's been the lone fighter in the team. So, and Kushal Malla, I feel, in this innings will have to slightly change his approach. Will probably have to play the passive low role. Make sure he feeds a strike to his partner Asif Sheikh, who's set after facing 70 deliveries. It's important they keep rotating strike. Once again, good delivery and a better piece of fielding there. This is what PNG have done so well. They put their bodies behind the line. Not allowed easy singles. Another good delivery to end the over. Dot ball. Very good over. Just one of it. 27 done. Nepal 79 for the loss of 6. Chad Soper to continue. He'll be bowling to Kushal Mangal, who's tried to go after him. Play it straight back to him. And good stop by Chad. So Kushal Malla will probably just go about his natural game. If it's in the zone, he'll just go for that shot. That will give them, the PNG boys, an opportunity. And if he can get his wicket early on, another wicket here for PNG, and Nepal would definitely be struggling. Slight changes in the field after that bit of intent shown by Kushal Malla on the last delivery. Oh, better delivery, slightly slower and solidly defended. Well, some young crowd in as well. Nepal's team supporters. I beg your pardon, that's PNG. So we've got a mix of both Nepal and PNG in the crowd, supporting their teams, enjoying the game. It's a lovely bit of weather today now. It was slightly warm in the morning. They take off for a quick single and make it to the end. Slight bit of misfield by the wicketkeeper, allowing them to come back for the second. So this is that rare occasion where PNG have been slightly off track in the field.
Yes, they have been more than efficient. Well, it's in the air and falls in no man's land. Kushal Malla trying to now take the attack to the opposition. You can expect that from him. He likes to counter-attack. That's his game. Has a very free-flowing bat. Played with soft hands.
Well, once again, played over mid-off. This one better time, getting more on the bat. Ends that over with a well played shot to get a boundary. He was in the slot once again. And Kushal Malla, well, he's not holding back. Ends that over with a boundary. 87 for 6 after 28.
Keep on pumping and winning. Get charged. That is what you want to be. Get charged.
XH Simplified Technology.
Asadullah Walla to continue. Oh, once again, clipped off the X towards mid wicket, and they pick up a single. This is the matchup. This is the matchup. Kushal Malla against Asadullah Walla. He's been the man with affecting the most damage from the PNG team. Meanwhile, Kushal Malla is on the top of his game. Likes to go after the bowlers and decides to defend that one. So this is the matchup we've been waiting for. Slightly fuller and somehow controlling himself. Kushal Malla feels like he wanted to go after that one, but chose holding back. Just better looking shot off the back foot, punch towards long on, and they pick up a single. Slightly fuller roll. Was a low full toss. Played towards the mid wicket, and they pick up a single. Well, sure, both of these batters are very important in the cause for Nepal. Meanwhile, that has been tucked down around the corner towards the fine leg boundary. The fielder doing wonderful job at the last minute, pulling it inside the boundary line. But that's the end of the over. 29 done. Nepal 93 for 6.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश कुल एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट
Pro Style for my man.
So 29 overs, 93 for 6, the target of 180. And Asadullah Wala has just 2 overs left in his kitty while there's a change in the bowling. Another spinner being introduced into the attack. It is Sesebao. Who's bowled 2 overs, given away 9 runs, taken a wicket. So they have been bowling well. PNG, they would just want another opening here, another breakthrough, because this is a very important phase, important passage of play for Nepal. These two batters can turn the game in their favor. It's not over yet. Asif Sheikh on 43 of 75. Kushal, he's scoring at a brisk pace of 16 of 18. These two can take the game away from PNG. Asif, he looks in complete control, knows when to play where, and he's playing only on the merit of the ball. He's got a clean slate in his mind, and that is important when you are in a pressure situation like this. So runs coming in now slowly, trickling away, chipping off that target. Played on the front foot, leaning into that shot. Four runs of this now over. After 30, Nepal 97 for 6.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
It's Asif Sheikh and Kushal Malla out there in the middle. The middle order has just not been able to fire, none of them reaching double figures. One more run. This is a fighting knock from Asif. He is not going to give up, and he's well set. So for Nepal to get to that total, it is imperative that Asif Sheikh plays the way, continues to play the way he is, and Kushal also gives him able company.
Absolutely, and they'll be facing Asadullah Wala, who's been brilliant. Once again, that length, such important lengths, because you're talking about these two to be out there till the end. That will be perfect for Nepal. Meanwhile, if you are to pick one batter out of the two, which PNG would favoring to get out, who would you choose, Shoaib?
That's a very difficult choice to make, especially at this point in time, because one is a butcher, the other is a surgeon. .99 for 6, as Asif is on 46 now. Kushal, he just bludgeons the ball, so he can change the game in a matter of few deliveries, while Asif, he will make sure that he makes you feel the pinch, the pain of this run chase. So for me, if I were the captain of PNG, I would want both of them out.
And a few other things along with that. While you're making a wish for big. End of over number 31. 6 down for Nepal with the score at 99.
XH Signifying Technology.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what.
Rocked on the back foot. Sesebao continues. Oh, that's well played by Kushal Malla. That's been played in the gap. A poor delivery from Sesebao, and he was waiting for it. It was as if he knew where he's going to bowl, and he had already made plans. Beautiful shot for 4.
That's one of the rare deliveries, bad deliveries that has been bowled down the legs of Kushal Malla, and he's accepted gleefully, playing it towards that vacant fine leg region, getting a much needed boundary for him and his team. That'll ease down the pressure quite a bit. And now solidly defended. This is the kind of change I was looking for in Kushal Malla. I thought he had to change his natural game. He'll have to play certainly slightly differently than what he did yesterday, because they don't have too many batters after this. That's the outside edge. Well, that is not very good from PNG. They want this wicket desperately. A slightly more aggressive field is required. You need to have a first slip when a left-handed batter is facing an off-spinner.
Yes, I agree. Especially after that ball, we all would agree that the slip was needed. Oh, the misfield, the fumble will actually allow them to go for the run. Oh, that's a wicket, and that's the big wicket. Sesebao, the hero for PNG. Just when they needed that wicket, the softest of dismissals for Kushal Malla.
That was hit slightly harder back to the bowler. And Sesebao has done a wonderful job. That was the wicket they were looking for. And they've gotten that. That is a very, very big blow to Nepal. Kushal Malla had to stay in the middle with Asif Sheikh, but unfortunately dejected. He's got to take that slow walk back to the pavilion.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you want to be. Get charged.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश कुल एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट
Pro Style for my man.
Well, there's a promotion for Sandeep Lamichhane. He's been promoted up the order. Was at number 11 in the game yesterday, but because of his heroics with the bat, hit some boundaries at the fag end of the innings. He's been promoted up the order. And it is going to be Sema Kamia coming around the wicket as they steal a single, Asif and Sandeep. And Asif, he's playing with number 9 and he doesn't mind taking a single on the very first ball. So he definitely believes in the batting of Sandeep Lamichhane.
That's the last wicket. That was a very good catch by Sisibao. A very important catch in the context of the game for PNG. Meanwhile, this is a very good move by Asadullah Walla, getting his main man, Sema Kamia. Starts off with a short pitch delivery. Surprising Sandeep Lamichhane. That's one for the over. And I feel they've got Nepal team under a bit of pressure here. They are in trouble, which is why he's gotten his ace bowler to come in and bowl this over. You would want him to clean up the tail as soon as possible. That's a very good delivery. That's how a fast bowler follows up the bouncer. A York length delivery, and Sandeep Lamichhane was late on that one. Slightly lucky. Wasn't right on target.
That was a very good ball, a very good follow-up delivery from Sema Kamia. He's given away just 10 runs. This is his 5th over in progress and has taken 2 wickets. Looking and searching for the 3rd. Short ball has been played towards deep third by Sandeep Lamichhane. He gets off the mark. He jumped in the air to play that shot. Rashid?
Yeah, that wasn't convincing. Sandeep Lamichhane is lucky there. That could have easily gone down the throat of backward point. But that's what the approach was, right? He needs to make sure that he picks up those singles. Pass on the strike to his partner. Fuller delivery, prayed to mid-off. No chance of a run. This is good from PNG. Getting the field up, not allowing that single. Now it's going to be the last ball of this over. And Asif Sheikh, well, he would want to pick up a single. He would want to face most of the deliveries left in. He would want to face most of the deliveries left in this.
XH Simplifying Technology.
Sesibao coming over the wicket for Asif Sheikh, who's still out there. Has been losing partners from the other end, but he hasn't given up. Not yet. And Sandeep Lamichhane, as he comes to bat, there is a loud roar in the stands. Plays it up and over, just where the crowd is sitting. Won't go all the way. but he'll definitely get 2 runs and will be back on strike. Number 25, jersey number 25, Sandeep Lamichhane.
Dali's not going to hold back. He'll go for his shots. Clearing that front foot. Opening up slightly. Trying to hit that over the cover region. But he's going to be doing that against Sissi Bao, who's picked up that important wicket of Kushal Malla. Meanwhile, Asif Sheikh on the other end. He's gotten to a very well-deserved half-century. The job is still on hand. He still has to keep going. Now he's on strike, Asif Sheikh.
What a 50 this has been. A fighting knock. And he's still out there in the middle. And so are the hopes for Nepal to win this game. Just kept losing partners from the other end, but he's looked rock solid out there in the middle. Hasn't been hassled at all. So PNG have given up on taking his wicket. They're only trying and looking for the wickets at the other end. Dot ball this one. So 4 runs, 5 so far in the over. And plays it with soft hands to end the over as well. So after 34 overs, Nepal 113 for 7.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो
Pro Style for my man.
Well, that's up in the air, just slightly away from the fielder. And it was Asif Sheikh. That ball just sticking into the wicket, playing it a bit too early. And well, that was the wicket PNG were praying for. Lucky there. But that's what you need as a batter sometimes. You need a bit of luck. Meanwhile, this is a good move. Sema Kamia continuing. He's going to be bowling to Sandeep Lamichhane, who likes to go after the bowlers. Stepping down. Wanted to play that over the mid-off's head, but not getting any elevation.
That was just not even a half a chance, I would say. Just lobbed in the air, was very far away from the cover fielder. But he's been brought into the attack, Sema Kamia, in order to take wickets, especially that of Sandeep Lamichhane, who's on strike now. Bowls a slower Yorker. Couldn't get the length right. It's a juicy full toss, but was very watchful, Sandeep Lamichhane. Didn't want to go for it.
Yeah, very unlike him. On a different day, he would have probably tried to hook that over square leg for a 6. But on this occasion, just holding himself back. He knows the importance of this situation. He's got to hold in there and probably get those deft touches out. Get off strike as soon as possible. Give it to his partner. The senior partner, Asif Sheikh, is out there in the middle. He's been there since the start. He's been providing that hope to Nepal. Now it's very important for the others to follow And Sandeep Lamichhane at the moment to provide him with that support. Give him that assurance that I will stay till the end. That one's taking the outside edge, going towards third man, and they pick up a single.
Got a single on the fifth ball of the over, in fact. One more ball to go, so maybe, just maybe, Asif might try to look for a boundary here. If not, at least a single so that he can be on strike on the first ball of the next over. He does just that. Plays it towards fine leg. Gets a single and will be on strike in the next over. 35 gone, 15 more to go. Nepal needs 65 to win this game.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
Well, Asadullah Wala to come in and bowl the last over his spell. He's picked up 3 wickets. He'll be hoping he can up that, pick probably another, especially of Asif Sheikh, who'll probably not give the strike to Sandeep Lamichhane in this over.
Yes, I think he'll want to face all the 6 deliveries, just see him through. Has bowled well, so Nepal wouldn't want to give him another wicket.
Shoaib, you reckon this is the right move from Asadullah Wala, getting himself in at this stage where they can afford to block him?
Yes, as of now, I think they'll not be worrying about the ball and the runs equation. You're right, he just wants to make sure they don't give away wickets. And the best possibility of doing that is if Asif takes and faces maximum deliveries.
Meanwhile, if Asadullah would have introduced himself probably when the required run rate was pretty adjacent to the number of balls, where they had to go for 6 runs, that would have added extra pressure on them, and they would not have probably blocked down his 6 deliveries, which were very important in the context of the game.
Yes, that's right. That's one way of looking at it, and I think
बादेखि मेरी छोरी सानी सबैलाई सरेको छ मेरो जस्तै बानी
तपाईको नबिल ब्याङ्कमा खाता छ कि छैन त?
नबिल ब्याङ्क सँगै अघि
XH Simplified Technology.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई always stylish, cool, and confident.
Pro style for my man.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
XH Simplified Technology.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
भनिन्छ नि नानीदेखि लागेको बानी मेरो पनि एउटा बानी थियो जे पनि बचत गरिहाले बिस्तारै यो बानी स्वभाव बन्दै गयो बाबालाई पनि ब्याङ्कमा खातै खोलिदिनु पर्ने भयो अनि त महिनाभरिमा खुत्रुके भरायो बाबासँग ब्याङ्क गएर जम्मा गरायो समयसँगै हुर्किँदै गयो बचत पनि थरी थरी चिन्न लाग्यो जिन्दगी न हो सधैँ किन एकनास हुन्थ्यो र तर पनि मन ढुक्क हुन्थ्यो किनकि मेरो खाता थियो नोबेल ब्याङ्कमा मेरो बाबादेखि मेरी छोरी सानी सबैलाई सरेको छ मेरो जस्तै बानी
तपाईको नबिल ब्याङ्कमा खाता छ कि छैन त
नोबेल ब्याङ्क सँगै अघि
XH Simplified Technology.
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश कुल एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट
Pro style for my man.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought.
So we are back after a drinks break at the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2. The game is between Nepal and PNG. If you've just joined us, Nepal are at 116 for the loss of 7 in 36 overs. There are 14 more overs to go. And the target is 180. Oh, very well done. I think it gives again Hiri, I think, who's done well to stop that. So Rashid, Nepal still has hope to win this game. 63 needed of 83 balls.
Oh, absolutely. As long as this man, Asif Sheikh, is in the middle, they'll always fancy their chances. Meanwhile, that's a beautiful bit of fielding. They've been superb in the field. The catching has been superb. The ground fielding, amazing. And we've seen that throughout the day. Nepal earlier on getting those 3 run-outs.
This time he's played it with soft hands and takes a single. .62 of 81. Sema Kamiya bowling his 7th over. He's bowled a maiden, given away 17 runs and has taken 2 wickets.
Yeah, he's been very good with the ball. Now he'll be bowling to Sandeep Lamishane. Just played that straight to mid-on. No chance of a run. This is what PNG would be doing. They'll probably be eyeing to get a lot more dot balls, increase that required run rate, close the gap between the runs and the balls, and then force the Nepal batters to go after them.
Sandeep Lamichhane, he's shown some character out there, has not tried to play any flashy shot, has shown some temperament out there in the middle.
Yeah, and I wonder when that surprise short ball will come into Sandeep Lamichhane. And another delivery played towards point. No chance of a run. And if another good over for PNG, just 2 of that. 37 done. Nepal 118 for 7.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
XH Simplified Technology.
Norman Vanua comes into the attack, and on the very first ball, Asif Sheikh has played that almost towards the boundary. Beautiful fielding effort.
That was a very good shot. Played towards the point region where the fielder does a wonderful job once again. This is good from PNG. You know, Asif Sheikh still out there in the middle. He's the wall. Oh, up in the air. Up in the air. That was just bouncing in front of the bowler. Norman Vanua doing a wonderful job. This has been the problem for Asif Sheikh. The balls that are sticking into the wicket, he hasn't been able to maneuver them around.
Yes, and Norman doing well not to appeal for it, did not waste any precious time. He realized that he's not taken the catch and quickly withdrawing from the appeal. Down the leg side, wide will be called.
This is what PNG needs to control. They can't afford to give away easy runs in the form of extras. Outside off stump. And that's hit towards that cover sweeper, resulting in a single. So the intent is quite visible here from Asif Sheikh. If it's going to be in his zone, he's going to go for those shots. But he's trying to play risk-free cricket. He's just trying to maneuver, get that odd boundary in. That will ease down the pressure.
Wide signalled by the umpire, Mr. Hannibal. We'll have to bowl that again. Can't be bowling extras at this stage. PNG, they've done well so far to take 7 wickets. They need 3 more. And to keep on applying pressure, they need to make sure they don't give away extras, because that is just too easy for Nepal to get to that total. They'll take that any day. Because of that wide now, they get 2 more. because of the additional delivery that he had to bowl.
This is very good from Sandeep Lamichhane. Just placing it in the gap. Coming back for that second run. Good over for Nepal so far. 7 runs coming off it. A couple of deliveries to go. Once again placed, but straight to the point fielder. No chance of a run. Now they do look like they've got some intent here. Meanwhile,
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल डेन्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर
pulling
ओइल
the game a bit more. Swing and a miss. End of the over. 38 done. Nepal require 55 of 72 deliveries with 3 wickets in hand.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, the reason for your success.
Seema Kamia.
Well, he's coming to bowl his 8th over. So it'll be interesting to see how, when Seema Kamia is done with his spell, who'll take up that responsibility. Oh, that's close, that's close. Probably that inside edge saving him. That looked close, Shoaib.
Oh yes, definitely a lot of bat onto it. From the first look, it looked as if it was going on to hit the stumps, but you can see that there was an inside edge and then the ball hitting the pad, so that saved Asif Sheikh. Could have been Seema's 3rd victim, not to be.
Asif Sheikh, for some reason, looking a little tentative in this over, playing away from his body, just trying to place it in the gap for a single. There you go, once again, similar kind of shot. So this is one thing they've been trying to do. Nepal, whenever Seema Kamia or somebody like Asad Rawalla was coming on to bowl, they are content with blocking them and not taking any risks. Because they also realize that after they're done with their spell, it's going to be some other bowler who will probably give them a better chance to score those runs.
That's been pulled, and that's been pulled in the gap. A 4 after a long time for Nepal, and it has come from the bat of Asif Sheikh.
Magnificent shot under pressure, slightly short, and Asif Sheikh was waiting for that kind of a delivery. Pulled it superbly behind the square leg fielder for a much needed boundary. That will ease the pressure on the Nepal team.
That's much better from Seema Kamia. Slower and on the stumps, not too short.
Well, that's played back with a point, and that's running away for another boundary. That's the second boundary of the over, much needed. Asif Sheikh on the move, taking on the experienced Sema Kamia. And with that boundary, it's the end of the over. A good one for Nepal. Played behind point, timed superbly. Getting 8 runs of that over. And now Nepal require 47 of 66 deliveries.
XH Simplified Technology.
Get charged, keep on pumping and winning. Get charged, that is what you wanna be. Get charged.
Well, that's placed beautifully towards that third man region. Sandeep Lamichhane now joining in with his partner. Getting a boundary of the first ball of the over. That was slightly wide and he just had to guide it towards that third man region where the fielder had no chance. So this is very good from Nepal. Getting boundaries. That's what boundaries always does to you. As a defending side, that puts you under a lot of pressure. Norman, meanwhile, once again, this is very good, smart cricket, sensible batting. Sandeep Lamichhane, after hitting that boundary, has just rotated strike. The crowd out there making a lot of noise, supporting their team. Now 42 of 64, that is the equation. But it's important for Nepal not to lose a wicket here. Meanwhile, once again, good shot. Better delivery from Riley. Beg your pardon, Norman. Now Asif and Sandeep both look very comfortable out there, playing the balls. This is the content that would get Nepal over the line. Meanwhile, PNG is feeling the pinch somewhat. Slightly flat from them. Something has to give in now. They have to get a wicket. They have to get a wicket to come back into the game. Meanwhile, the crowd supporting Team Nepal. A lot of noise being made, and rightly so. These last 11 balls have been very good for Team Nepal. Clipped off the hips, and they're coming back for the second. A throw to the non-strikers end, but they made it easily. Another good over for Nepal comes to an end. "40 overs done. Nepal 142 for 7.
So 40 overs, 142. Nepal are staging a comeback in this game, with Asif on 69 and Sandeep scoring 13 important runs so far. As it is Riley Hakure bowling his 8th over. They've still got 60 deliveries, 58 to be precise, and they need 38 more runs to win.
Yeah, this is good from Nepal. They got in the counter-attack in the last couple of overs, and now happy to block some deliveries. You know, look at the crowd. Hear the crowd, Shoaib. There is cheers even for a dot ball. That's the kind of support Nepal is having on this game.
Yes, this is an unusual partnership, isn't it? Sandeep Lamichhane, who at number 11, comes into bat at number 9. And Asif, top order batter, is pairing up. Oh, that's very close. That is very close. Riley trying his best, diving forward, just couldn't get there in time.
Once again, the ball sticking into the wicket, and that was a super effort. Just slightly away from him. But look at the commitment from these PNG boys. Bringing out their best efforts. Rightly so. They're so close. If they can manage to pick up a wicket here, that pendulum would shift once again.
XH Simplifying Technology.
There you go. It's Nepal who's just creeping up, the Nepal worm. And it's this partnership that has changed things drastically for Nepal. It's going to be Chad Soper coming into bowl. Asif has played that behind square leg. He's looking for the second. He's going for it and will get there comfortably as well. 2 runs for Asif and he's back on strike.
Well, this is a super effort from Asif. He's been placing the balls really well in the gap. Every time it's gone down that region, he's managed to pick up a couple of runs. And these are important runs. 36 now. Meanwhile, PNG on the lookout for a wicket. Well, that's the length. That's the length which has been troubling Asif Sheikh since the beginning. Some of the deliveries on that length have just stuck into the wicket whenever he's played it slightly earlier. Meanwhile, the Ring of Fire, as this Dubai International Stadium is known as, has got the ring on. The lights coming on. Meanwhile, plays down towards fine leg once again. PNG and Chad Soper have to probably get in a better effort. They can't bowl on the legs. They'll have to probably come outside that offside channel and force the batters to play some shots.
As they'll have to do something different here, PNG, after taking those 7 wickets. It's like they've hit a roadblock. Haven't been able to penetrate that batting lineup of Nepal. Big appeal. Is the appeal for the stumping or for the catch? It's for the edge, I guess. But either ways, it's been given not out. The foot was inside the crease, and there was nothing for the umpires to worry about. So it's going to be a dot ball, nothing more for PNG.
Meanwhile, once again, driven straight to the short extra cover fielder. This is good. This is where he needs to bowl. Entice the batter. Give him that opening. Let Sandeep hit you over the top. Let him to. You need to buy a wicket. You need to get a wicket here. It's very important for PNG.
Trust me. Was a
मेरो स्टाइलको रहस्य हो प्रो स्टाइल प्राकृतिक तत्त्वहरूको गुणसहित तपाईको फेभरेट प्रो स्टाइल ड्यान्ड्रफ कन्ट्रोल हेयर ओइल अब नयाँ आकर्षक प्याकमा जसले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ ड्यान्ड्रफ फ्री र चम्किलो अनि राख्छ तपाईलाई अलवेज स्टाइलिश कुल एन्ड कन्फिडेन्ट
Pro Style for my man.
146 for 7. Riley into the attack, and it's been played in the gap by Sandeep Lamichhane. He is such a hero. Anything that he touches turns to gold for Nepal. Just came in yesterday, got 3 wickets, scored runs, and today as well has been instrumental so far in this run chase for Nepal.
Absolutely, this is a very impactful performance by him, especially with the bat. He's been able to provide that support to Asif Sheikh, which many others at the top haven't been able to. This is what he required. Asif required somebody to stay in the middle with him. Sandeep Lamichhane has done that wonderfully.
He definitely has got the Midas touch. Sandeep Lamichhane. It's a single. Asif is on strike now. 31 runs needed. Is 25, and we all know Sandeep has given 17 runs to that partnership. The score is 150 on the board. Another run taken, another run cheered for in the crowd.
Well, this is an amazing crowd. Sure, they're cheering the dot balls as well. balls as well. And why not? Their team is doing wonderfully well. Asif Sheikh donning that number 9 jersey. He's been superb. With that dot ball, it's the end of the over. 43 done. Nepal 151 for 7, requiring 29 of 42 deliveries.
Behind every blissful individual, there is a thought. There is always a logic, a motive, a purpose for everything. When you are the reason for someone's happiness, we are here for yours. Bravo Bank, a reason for your success.
Chad Soper. Oh yes, no, they don't need a run out here. But they'll definitely take that run on the overthrow, so nerves on both sides. Now, it was PNG who was dominating for the first 35 overs. And since then, once this partnership has started, Rashid, it has been Nepal who've really taken on PNG.
Well, absolutely. The first 7 wickets, it was all PNG. Nepal were always on the back foot. But since Sandeep Lamichhane has come in, Asif, you all know, has been there since the start. He's been the man who's probably got it going for Nepal. He's been like that wall where PNG have not been able to pierce through him and get to the other side.
The Great Wall of Nepal. They're hoping that they get a wicket. It's not as if they are looking for a wicket. They are waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, slightly flatter from PNG after picking up those first 7 wickets. And now they're just hoping, as been slightly flatter from them. Just going through the motions of running in and bowling. No plans in place. And Sandeep clips it toward square leg. They pick up a single.
Well, at desperate times call for desperate measures. Asadwala might just want to throw it to somebody random. Get a part-time bowler in. You never know, he could bring in something interesting. He could throw in a surprise. They're looking for 2. Because what happens is when you get a part-timer on, somebody who's as focused as Asif, who's been there for a long time, can tend to let his hair down, can let his guard down. So that is where you might just get a wicket, because as of now they are focused like eagles and you need to distract them.
That's a fair point. You can definitely try that. On the other hand, another thing you could have tried is probably kept that 1 over he had in his pocket, and now was the time probably that would have helped. Slower delivery, good bit of fielding of his own bowling ends that over. It's 44 done. Nepal 155 for 7 and required 25 of the last 6.
XH Simplified Technology.
Keep on pumping and winning. Get charged. That is what you want to be. Get charged.
coach of PNG, the staff, coaching staff of PNG waiting with eager eyes, hopeful that they get a wicket here.
Well, they can't do much either. They'll have to play that waiting game. All the advices, the support, everything has been done. And once they have crossed that boundary line, it's up to the boys out there. Meanwhile, Sama Kamiya is brought back into the attack. He's got a couple of overs left. Well, if PNG can get a wicket here, that will make it all the more interesting. Well, that's what PNG is hoping for. This is interesting. It's a good delivery to block that. They can still afford to block a few. There's still a gap of 10 deliveries between the runs required and the number of deliveries left. 24 of 34 deliveries. So this is good from Nepal. They're not getting ahead of themselves. Playing the balls on the merit.
Well, this is a lot easy for somebody like Sandeep to face Seema around the wicket, coming around the wicket. I think he should come back to his original angle, coming over the wicket and try to create that angle, maybe get a Yorker in, surprise him with a short delivery. This is too easy with the ball coming in with that angle. 24 needed from 34 balls.
Another thing they haven't tried, Shoaib, is that short pitch delivery. They've just been pretty straight. And bowling on that good length areas. Probably a surprise delivery can earn them that wicket.
That is a wide. Not helping their cause. And that's why I say this angle, Rashid, is not the best idea. Very defensive, I feel. As a left-arm bowler, you would want, as a captain, you would want your left-arm bowler to bowl that angle when you're trying to defend runs. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, beautifully driven. Sublime timing on that. I don't think that is a wicket-taking style of play when you come around the wicket as a left-arm bowler.
Yeah, most certainly. And with somebody who's been out there for 120 deliveries, it's all the more easier. Just saw the last shot being played by Asif Sheikh. That was absolutely brilliant shot. Just placing it in the gap, going for a couple of runs. This one once again hit down the ground towards mid-on. And they pick up a single. With every run taken,